Hey guys, it is Julie here with JT.Wealth. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the latest SPAC announcement with an EV related company who's also involved with a couple pretty big names. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. This is just going to be a pretty quick video today going over the highlights of a headline that definitely caught my eyes this morning, and that is there is a deal for a Bill Gates backed battery startup called QuantumScape to go public via SPAC. Now, Bill Gates is a fairly well-known name in the tech world, so a headline like this definitely catches some eyes. So I just want to quickly break down exactly who this QuantumScape company is, what they do, and how they fit into the EV world, as well as how they plan to work with Volkswagen. Before we get into all that, please just remember, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Really helps us grow, and give us a big thumbs up if you like the video as well. All right, now let's get right into the good stuff. So QuantumScape, which is a 10-year-old Silicon Valley battery startup who is backed by Volkswagen as well as Bill Gates, said on Thursday it plans to go public through a reverse merger with Kensington Capital Acquisition Corp for an enterprise value of $3.3 billion. Not bad. QuantumScape said it will form a joint venture with Volkswagen to produce solid-state battery cells starting in 2024 for Volkswagen's electric vehicles and eventually for other car makers. Their CEO, Jagdeep Singh, said that their ambition is to be a battery supplier to the industry as a whole. Now, in one article I did read, it stated that in 2018 is when Volkswagen and QuantumScape first announced a formation of a joint venture to mass produce these solid-state batteries. So these companies have been working together and planning this for a little while. But let's take a bit of a closer look at exactly who QuantumScape is as a company. QuantumScape falls into that EV category, but not in the sense that they're actually producing electric vehicles like Tesla or Hyliion, all those big EV companies we're hearing about lately. So these guys solely focus on those solid-state batteries. According to Singh, the QuantumScape's lithium metal battery uses a solid ceramic electrolyte, which he said is safer than using a conventional liquid electrolyte. It also eliminates the needs for an anode, allowing the battery to charge more quickly, up to 80% capacity in just 15 minutes. Also, its energy density is much higher, exceeding 400 watt-hours per kilogram, which far surpasses the 250 watt-hours per kilogram for the best current lithium-ion batteries. Now, as soon as you talk about batteries for electric vehicles, my mind instantly goes to Tesla's upcoming battery day. There's been a lot of buzz around what potential new technology they could release, and that density capacity as far as the watt hours per kilogram has been a really hot topic. So you can see how this could be a real game changer in that industry, especially when you consider really fast charging time as well. I'm sure people with electric vehicles, that is going to be a really key point. Also at the top of that excerpt there, it does say that the SPAC deal is expected to close in late 2020, when the new company will trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol QS. Currently, the SPAC company can be found under the ticker KCAC, and you can see it was sitting around that norm of $10 for a SPAC company, and upon announcement of this merger this morning, it has now jumped up over 70%, up to $17 and change. So QuantumScape has been able to raise over $700 million in this business combination, with $500 million of that being from PIPE investments. Now, one of their big name partners there, Volkswagen, has committed $300 million in funding. So let's take a bit closer look at that relationship. So taking a look at this slide from QuantumScape's investor presentation, in the bottom left there you can see that corporate funding commitment of $300+ million from Volkswagen, and they've had a strong relationship since 2012 actually, including strong development, collaboration, testing of prototype cells, and representation on the QS board of directors. Volkswagen obviously is a pretty well-known name in the auto industry there. Up in the top left, you can see 11 million vehicles produced in their fiscal year 2019, and they have a $38 billion investment in electric mobility by 2024, when they plan to launch about 70 electric vehicle models and produce 22 million electric vehicles by 2029. So that is a huge investment into the EV space for Volkswagen to make. Obviously, we knew that the more traditional auto companies like Volkswagen weren't going to sit around as just Tesla and everyone dominated the EV market. But this represents a huge opportunity for QuantumScape to be the supplier of batteries. And like their CEO said, their ambition is to be a supplier to this whole industry, not just Volkswagen. It sounds like with their timeline, things are really going to take off after 2024, but I'm sure in the next little bit here, we're just going to see a lot of excitement and buzz surrounding this because of those big names that are involved with this company. But that's just my quick 2 cents on it. I, of course, would love to hear what you guys think. Like I said, I am keeping this brief and to the point. I know it's early on in this announcement, so I'm sure more details and information will come out as we go. But please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Does this excite you? We're seeing a little competition come into the EV space here from an established auto company like Volkswagen, and having that Bill Gates name attached to it certainly never hurts. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give a big thumbs up if you made it all the way to this point of the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have an awesome day. Cheers.